The world is rethinking trade. The familiar patterns that once defined global commerce are being questioned, as nations and businesses alike reconsider how goods, services, and ideas move across borders. For decades, global supply chains and open markets promise prosperity for all. The seamless flow of products and resources connected distant economies, fueling growth and innovation on an unprecedented scale. But recent shocks, political, economic, and social, have exposed the risks of relying on distant partners for essential goods. From sudden border closures to supply shortages, vulnerabilities have become impossible to ignore. Now, nations are prioritizing security and resilience, forging deeper ties with trusted neighbors and allies. The focus is shifting from pure efficiency to building networks that can withstand disruption and uncertainty. Trade deals are evolving, not just about tariffs or market access, but about strategy, security, and shared values. Countries are seeking partners who align with their long-term interests and principles. Modern agreements cover digital services, environmental standards, and long-term partnerships. They address the realities of a digital age, climate change, and the need for sustainable growth. As European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said at Davos 2026, the focus is shifting to fair trade and meaningful alliances. The world is moving beyond transactional deals, aiming for cooperation that benefits societies and the planet. This new era brings both challenges and opportunities, demanding adaptation from all major economies. It requires innovation, flexibility, and a willingness to rethink old assumptions. For the UK and EU, it's a chance to build robust, future-proof partnerships. By working together, they can set new standards for responsible trade and shared prosperity. The emphasis is now on quality over quantity, creating trade relationships that can withstand global pressures and deliver real value to people and communities. Every major economy is looking at its neighbors with fresh eyes, ready to shape a new chapter in global trade, one defined by resilience, trust, and a shared vision for the future. The US and China, once the driving forces behind globalization, are now leading a dramatic retreat from open trade. For decades, these two economic giants championed the free flow of goods, capital, and ideas across borders, fueling unprecedented global growth. But today, the landscape is shifting rapidly, and the world is watching as new barriers rise. Both countries have raised tariffs and tightened regulations to protect their domestic industries, making global trade less predictable and significantly more expensive. Companies around the world now face new hurdles, from sudden policy changes to increased scrutiny at borders, forcing them to rethink supply chains and sourcing strategies. The US's 50% tariff on Indian leather in 2025 was a stark signal, reminding everyone that the rules of trade can change overnight, with little warning. This move sent shockwaves through international markets, leaving exporters scrambling to adapt and highlighting the risks of relying too heavily on any single market. Meanwhile, China's dual circulation strategy is shifting the nation's focus inward, prioritizing domestic consumption and innovation while reducing reliance on foreign markets. This approach is reshaping the global economic order as China seeks to insulate itself from external shocks and assert greater control over its own destiny. With these two giants turning increasingly protectionist, access to their vast markets is no longer guaranteed for global businesses. The era of easy entry and open competition is fading, replaced by uncertainty and new forms of competition. This vacuum in global leadership pushes other nations and blocs, like the European Union, to seek out new, reliable partners and to forge alternative trade routes. Countries are now racing to secure their own interests in a world where old alliances are being tested. Middle powers, once overshadowed by the US and China, now have a unique opportunity to build their own spheres of stability and growth. They are stepping up, negotiating new agreements, and investing in regional cooperation to ensure their voices are heard. The world is searching for alliances that offer certainty, shared values, and mutual benefit. In this new era, trust and reliability are more valuable than ever. This is why many countries are looking to strengthen regional ties and build dependable partnerships, hoping to create a more resilient and balanced global economy for the future. The UK and EU, close neighbors with intertwined economies, have a renewed reason to deepen their partnership. The post-Brexit deal was a start, but left much untapped potential, especially as the US and China turn inward. A stronger UK-EU alliance would boost resilience, security, and economic stability for both. For the UK, a new deal could unlock growth in services, mobility, and technology. For the EU, it means smoother trade with a top partner and leadership in progressive trade. Together, they can set a global standard for open, modern, and mutually beneficial trade. The India-EU trade deal, signed in 2026, is a model for ambitious, modern agreements. It created a vast market of nearly 2 billion people and slashed tariffs on key goods, like reducing car duties from 110% to 10% for a large quota. India gained easier access for textiles, leather and gems, fueling job growth and exports. Both sides made real concessions, unlocking mutual gains far beyond old-style deals. The EU's vehicle quota with India dwarfs what the UK secured, highlighting the potential for a bolder UK-EU pact. The India-EU deal proves that with vision and political will, transformative trade partnerships are possible. It sets a new benchmark for what the UK and EU could achieve together. The less ambitious, balanced deals can reshape economies and create lasting prosperity. Modern trade deals go far beyond cutting tariffs. They're about deep economic integration. They reduce import taxes, making goods cheaper and boosting trade. Crucially, they align regulations, so products approved in one market can be sold in another, without costly red tape. This is vital for industries like pharmaceuticals and electronics. They also ease professional mobility, letting experts work across borders and drive growth in services. Forward-looking chapters on digital trade, green tech, and intellectual property foster innovation and investment. These agreements lay the groundwork for future growth, not just today's trade. A UK-EU deal modeled on this approach could unlock new opportunities for both economies. India's leather industry shows the real impact of a modern trade deal. High EU tariffs once limited its growth, but new agreements changed everything. With barriers removed, exports to the EU are projected to jump from $2.4 billion to $6 billion by 2030. This surge means more jobs and business expansion for thousands of small and medium firms. The lesson is clear: targeted, ambitious trade deals can transform entire sectors. For the UK and EU, similar opportunities await in key industries. Trade Deal 2.0 could turn untapped potential into real prosperity for both sides. The biggest gains from a new UK-EU deal lie in green tech and digital services. Both sides aim to lead the global shift to sustainability. A modern agreement could create a seamless market for green goods, joint R&D, and aligned standards. Pooling expertise would drive innovation and high-skilled jobs in climate tech. In digital services, a unified framework would guarantee data flows and simplify rules, boosting investment and growth. UK tech firms could access the EU market with ease, and vice versa. A unified digital and green market would make both more competitive globally. Together, the UK and EU could lead the next wave of innovation. Despite Brexit, the UK remains a top economic partner for the EU. The ties that bind the UK and Europe go far beyond politics. They are deeply rooted in decades of trade, investment, and shared prosperity. Even after leaving the EU, the UK's influence and economic weight continue to shape the European landscape in significant ways. In 2024, it was the EU's third largest trading partner, supporting millions of jobs on both sides. Every day, goods, services, and capital flow seamlessly across the channel, fueling industries from manufacturing to finance, and connecting people in ways that are often invisible but essential. The UK is a vital market for European goods and services, and vice versa. British consumers rely on European products, while European businesses depend on access to the UK's dynamic market. This mutual dependence creates a powerful incentive to keep trade flowing smoothly. Any friction in this relationship directly impacts businesses and economies across Europe. Delays at borders, regulatory uncertainty, or new tariffs can disrupt supply chains, raise costs, and threaten jobs, making stability and cooperation more important than ever. Strengthening this partnership is a strategic priority for the EU. By working together, both sides can address shared challenges, from economic growth to global competition, and ensure that their citizens continue to benefit from close cooperation. Trade Deal 2.0 isn't about starting over, it's about optimizing a relationship that already delivers immense value. It's about building on what works, fixing what doesn't, and creating new opportunities for innovation and investment. Lowering barriers would make EU exports more competitive in the UK and provide certainty for investors. It would also help businesses plan for the future, invest with confidence, and create new jobs on both sides of the channel. Treating the UK as a key strategic partner unlocks further growth and security. It opens the door to deeper collaboration in areas like technology, energy, and climate action, where both sides have much to gain. Recognizing this enduring importance is the first step to a more prosperous future. By embracing cooperation, the UK and EU can set an example for the world on how former partners can thrive together. The UK-EU relationship is ready for a new, ambitious chapter, one built on trust, shared interests, and a vision for long-term success. The case for a bold new UK-EU trade deal is stronger than ever. In a world of rising protectionism, regional partnerships are essential. Trade Deal 2.0 would create a resilient, forward-looking economic space for 500 million people. It means fewer barriers, more opportunities, and a seamless market for innovation. Businesses would grow, consumers would benefit, and professionals could collaborate across borders. The focus future growth sectors like green tech and digital services. By working together, the UK and EU can lead the world in sustainable digital prosperity. Trade Deal 2.0 is the surest path to a brighter, more secure economic future for all.